Hello students, in this video we will discuss some more journal entries. First of all, entries related to discount. What is discount? Discount is an allowance given by the seller of the goods at selling price, or you can say at list price, also called at catalog price, or deduction for making the prompt payment. There are two types of discount. Number one, trade discount. Trade discount. And second one is cash discount. Trade discount is given by the manufacturer or wholesaler to the retailers for purchasing goods in bulk. In bulk means in very large quantity. And cash discount is a discount which is given for prompt payment. Prompt payment means early payment. Trade discount is deducted at the time of making invoice. That's why this is not recorded in the books of accounts separately. Cash discount is recorded in the books of accounts separately. Now let us understand the accounting procedure of discount. Transaction: bought goods, list price rupees 1 lakh at 10% trade discount. One more point related to trade discount. Trade discount is given at the time of credit purchase as well as cash purchase. Bought goods, list price rupees 1 lakh at 10% trade discount for cash. So there are two accounts which are affected. Number 1, goods. Number 2, cash. When we purchase goods, purchase account is debited because it is an expense. Purchase account debit, and cash, it is an asset. When we purchase goods, cash is going, cash is decreasing. That's why it is credited. Now, what is the amount? List price is 1 lakh and 10% is trade discount. So deduct 10%. First of all, 10,000 is the amount of trade discount. That means we have purchased goods of the value of rupees 90,000. So the journal entry will be passed with 90,000. Trade discount will not be shown in the books of accounts. Second, let us take the example of cash discount. Bought goods, list price rupees 1 lakh at 10% trade discount. And 5% cash discount for cash. Point to remember, cash discount is given at the time of making payment of cash. Now, first of all, purchase account is affected. The journal entry will be passed. Purchases account debit. List price is 1 lakh. Less 10% trade discount. First of all, trade discount will be deducted. That means we have purchased goods for 90,000. Second account is cash. Cash is going out. That's why it will be credited. Next, we have received cash discount. Discount, when we receive, it is an income for the business. That's why it will be credited. 90,000 into 5 by 100. The amount of cash discount is 4,500. So the cash is going out 85,500. So look the difference between trade discount and cash discount. Trade discount will not be recorded separately and cash discount is recorded separately. This will not be shown in the books of account, trade discount, but the cash discount is shown in the books of accounts. Let us take one more example. Suppose we have purchased goods from Sohan for rupees 1 lakh at 10% trade discount. This time we have purchased goods on credit. We have purchased goods on credit from Sohan. The journal entry will be purchases account debit, purchase is an expense for the business. That's why it is debited. Second account affected is Sohan. Now Sohan is our creditor because we have purchased goods on credit. Sohan is our creditor, and you know creditor is a liability. When liability increase, we credit the liability account. That's why Sohan account is credited here. So the journal entry will be purchase account debit to Sohan 90,000. You can write in narration, being goods purchased of list price of rupees 1 lakh at 10% trade discount from Sohan. Now cash paid to Sohan. Cash paid to Sohan in full settlement of his account rupees 89,000. Cash paid to Sohan. Sohan debit, we have to pay him 90,000. We have to pay him 90,000, but in full settlement we are paying him 89,000. Discount received 1,000. Discount received is an income for the business. This is cash discount and it will be credited here. Full settlement means after this payment we don't have to pay any amount to Sohan. Sohan account is closed. That's why Sohan account is debited with 90,000. Cash account is credited with 89,000 because we are paying cash 89,000. Remaining 1,000 we have received discount from Sohan. Discount is an income for the business. That's why it is credited. So this is the point of trade discount and cash discount. Now we will discuss entries related to bank. Entries related to bank. First point, cash deposited into bank. Cash deposited into bank. Two accounts are affected here. Number one, cash. Number two, bank. both are assets. Both are assets. Now we will apply the rule of assets. When we deposit cash in bank, bank balance increases. That's why bank account will be debited in journal entry. And cash is going, cash is decreasing. That's why cash account will be credited. The journal entry will be bank account debit to cash account. Bank account debit to cash account. Second point, cash withdrawn from bank. Cash withdrawn from bank. Now again two accounts are affected, cash and bank. Both are assets, cash and bank. Now cash balance is increasing, that's why it will be debited, and bank balance is decreasing, and this will be credited in journal entry. The journal entry will be cash account debit to bank account. This transaction may be written as cash withdrawn from bank for office use, or only withdrawn word may be written in question. The same entry will be there, cash account debit. Cash is coming in the business, cash is increasing, that's why it will be debited, and bank balance is decreasing. Next transaction, cash withdrawn from bank for personal use. Personal use. When personal use is given in the question, that means drawing account is affected. Second account, bank. Bank balance is reducing. That's why it will be credited. Drawing account will be debited, and bank balance is reducing. That's why bank account is credited. The journal entry will be drawings account debit to bank account. Drawings account debit to bank account. Next, bank charges charged or debited by the bank. When bank takes bank charges, bank deduct the amount from our account. So two accounts are affected here. Number one, bank charges. It is an expense. It will be debited. When expenses increases, we debit it. And the second account is bank. Bank balance is decreasing now. Bank is an asset, you know. When the bank balance is decreases, we credit it. So the journal entry will be bank charges account debit to bank account. Bank charges account debit to bank. In the same way, interest on overdraft. Next transaction, interest on overdraft charged by the bank. Sometime bank charge interest. Interest is an expense for the business. And when bank charge interest on overdraft, our bank balance decreases. when bank balance decreases, we credit the bank account, and expenses are increasing now, so we debit this expense. The journal entry will be interest on overdraft account debit to bank account. Next entry, interest allowed by the bank. Interest allowed or credited by the bank. When bank credit the interest in our account, our bank balance is increased. So two accounts are affected here. Number one, bank. Number two, interest. Interest is an income now, and when income increases, we credit it. And bank balance is also increasing, and when an asset increase, we debit the assets. So the journal entry will be bank account debit to interest account. Bank account debit to interest account. Let us understand some more journal entries related to bank. Next transaction, direct deposited by customer in our bank account. When a customer deposits some amount directly in our bank account, our bank balance will increase. First account is bank, and the second account which is affected, that is customer account. Bank balance is increasing, that's why we will debit this account. And customer account, this is an asset, so asset is decreasing, that's why this account will be credited. The journal entry will be bank account debit to customer account. Next point, payment of expenses by check. Payment of expenses by check. Suppose we have paid salary by check. So first account which is affected is expense account. Salary. Suppose it is salary. Second, when we pay the amount by check, our bank balance will reduce. So second account affected is bank account. Now bank balance is reducing, that's why this account will be credited. The journal entry will be salary account debit, salary account debit to bank account. Suppose we have paid rent by check. Rent is an expense, so rent account debit to bank account. Next time, payment to creditor by check. So the account affected, first of all, creditor, it is a liability, you know. Second, when we pay the amount by check, our bank balance will reduce. So the second account affected is bank. When the payment is made to creditor, liability reduces. That's why this account will be debited in journal entry. On the other hand, bank balance is also reducing. Bank is an asset. You know, when the assets decreases, we credit it. The journal entry will be creditor account debit to bank account. Creditors account debit to bank account. Now, for receiving check, when we receive check from our debtor, then we have to see whether the check is deposited into the bank on the same day or not. If the check received from debtor is deposited into bank on same day, what will be the journal entry? If the check received from debtor is deposited into the bank on the same day, so bank balance will increase. That's why bank account will be debited. On the other hand, the debtor balance will reduce. Debtor is also an asset. So when we receive cash or check from debtor, debtor's amount is reduced. That's why this account will be credited. The rule of assets account is applied on both. Bank is also an asset, debtor is also an asset. Bank balance is increasing, that's why bank account will be debited. On the other hand, debtor account will be credited. If the check is not deposited into the bank on the same day, if check is not deposited into bank on same day, then for receiving check, the journal entry will be check in hand account debit. Just like we have received cash from debtors. When we receive cash, the cash increases. Cash account debit to debtors. Now we are going to receive check from debtors. So check is also an asset. So checks are increasing in that case. So check in hand debit to debtors. Now when we deposit these checks into bank on the day of depositing above checks into bank, two accounts are affected, bank and checks. Bank balance is increasing now. That's why bank account will be debited. On the other hand, checks are decreasing. Checks are going. The check in hand will be credited. The journal entry will be bank account debit to checks in hand. Last point, dishonor of a check. Suppose we have received check from debtors and that check is become dishonored. The journal entry will be reverse, debtor account debit to bank account. So these are the journal entries related to bank. Now the next point is entries related to goods. There are some entries in addition to the purchase of goods or sales of goods, in which the goods are reduced. Goods is going out from the business, but not in the form of sale. So let us discuss. Number one, drawing in goods. When owner withdraw the goods for his personal use, what will be the journal entry? Two accounts are affected here. Number one, drawing. Number two, purchases. When goods reduced, purchase account will be credited every time. So the journal entry will be drawing account debit, to purchases account. Why purchase account is debited? Because the business expense which is purchased, it is reduced now. That's why this is credited. Second point, goods given away as free sample. This is also called advertisement. You know, it is an expense for the business, but the goods are going out, so the purchases is decreased. Now the second account affected is purchases account. This will be credited. The journal entry will be advertisement account debit, to purchases account. Next, goods given away as charity. The same point is, charity is an expense for the business, that's why it will be debited, and goods are going out, so purchase is reducing, that's why this expense will be credited. The journal entry will be charity account debit, to purchase account. Next point, goods lost by fire, by theft, by accident. The journal entry will be loss by fire account debit. You know, this is an loss for the business, and goods are reducing, that's why purchase account is credited. Loss or expense is always debit, so loss by fire account debit, to purchase account. This will be the journal entries. So these are some entries related to goods. Now some important entries which are done at the end of the year to find out the actual profit. So let us understand. Suppose paid cash for wages rupees 10,000. Very simple, we have already discussed this. Two accounts are affected here. Number one, wages, it is an expense. Number two, cash, it is an asset. You know, expense is increasing now, that's why this account will be debited, and cash is decreasing, that's why this account will be credited. So the journal entry will be wages account debit, to cash account, rupees 10,000. Now next point, wages rupees 2,000 is still outstanding. That means wages has become due, but we have not paid the amount. So this will become the liability for the business. Now, first account that is affected, wages account, it is an expense for the business. You know, expense when increases, we debit it. On the other hand, now cash is not going. Second account is outstanding. This is the liability for the business now, because the wages is not paid. That's why this will become the liability for the business. And when the liability increase, we credit it. The journal entry will be wages account debit to outstanding. And wages word will be used here. So the journal entry will be wages account debit to outstanding wages account. Suppose rent is due to landlord. That means rent is still not paid. Rent account debit to outstanding rent. This journal entry will be passed. Now third point. Out of 10,000 paid as wages, this year, rupees 2,000 is prepaid related to next year. That means related to next year. So what will be the journal entry for prepaid wages? Suppose we have paid wages 10,000. Out of this 10,000, 2,000 is related to next year. That means 2,000 is prepaid wages. That is an asset for the business, not an expense. So prepaid wages will be debited now, because prepaid expenses is an asset. Now this asset is increasing, that's why it will be debited, and 2,000 wages is decreasing, because this 2,000 is included in 10,000. Now we have to reduce this wages account, that's why it will be credited. So prepaid wages account debit to wages. This entry will be passed by 2,000. Next, suppose received rupees 5,000 as commission. When received word is there, that means we have received cash. Commission is an income. When we receive cash, assets increases. That's why this will be debited. And when we receive income, income is to be credited. The journal entry will be cash account debit to commission account. Rupees 5,000. And suppose if in the question it is given that commission is still receivable or accrued, that means we have earned the commission. It is an income for the business. That's why it will be credited. But we have not received the cash. We have not received the cash. So another account is accrued income. This is called accrued income. This is also an asset. This asset is increasing in this transaction now. That's why this account will be debited. Accrued commission account debit to commission account. Next transaction is provide 10% interest on owner's capital. Suppose the amount of capital is rupees 5 lakh. The interest will be 5 lakh into 10 by 100. That means 50,000. So what will be the journal entries? Two accounts are affected here. Number one, interest. It is an expense for the business. That's why it will be debited. On the other hand, the second account is capital account. When we provide interest to the owner, we credit the amount of interest in the capital account. So capital increases. That's why this account will be credited. The journal entry will be interest account debit to capital account. Now we have to show that this interest is paid on capital. So the name of interest is interest on capital. That's why interest on capital account is debited here to capital account. Next transaction is charge interest on drawing from owner. Now we have to take interest on drawing from owner. The entry will be just opposite. Capital account debit. The amount of interest will be taken out of capital of the owner. That's why capital of the owner will reduce. So capital account will be debited. Or you can write drawing account debit to interest on drawing. Interest on drawing is an income for the business. That's why interest on drawing account will be credited. Next, charge depreciation on furniture. You know, depreciation is charged on every fixed assets except land and investment. What is depreciation? Depreciation means decrease in the value of fixed assets due to any reason, due to wear and tear, due to excessive use. Depreciation is a loss for the business, loss or expense. This is always debited. Now the balance of furniture is reducing. The value of furniture is reducing. That's why this account will be credited. The journal entry will be depreciation account debit to furniture account. Now entries for bad debts. Rupees 5,000 suppose due from Mohan. Mohan is our debtor. Are bad debts now. Bad debts means amount irrecoverable from debtor. The amount which is not received from the debtor. Bad debts is a loss for the business. And every loss, you know, when increases, it will be debited. On the other hand, second account affected is Mohan. Mohan is an asset here. Assets is in decreasing. That's why this account will be credited. The journal entry will be bad debts account debit to Mohan, rupees 5,000. Suppose next year the amount which is already written off, now it is again recovered. The journal entry will be cash account debit to bad debts recovered. If the bad debts which are written off in previous year, now we have recovered such type of amount, then this is the income for the business. That's why it will be credited now, and cash is coming, that's why cash account is debited. The amount, suppose we have received 1,000, so cash account debit to bad debts recovered.